Live from Oregon's Constant Gardener. It's the OCGFAM show. Welcome. We got a guest, John Ford, Ford's Fiery Foods and Plants.
And plants, baby.
So, what is that? What are the plants? We all know.
Pepper plants.
Sorry. So the reason John's here again is because it's going to be a regular thing. You said that you would come on the show and we grow some peppers, and you come back again and again and again. And for the Pro Grow Room, we're going to grow them indoors.
Yep. I committed to you.
Very exciting. So that's the thing I want to talk to you about, the seeds. We're going to grow some peppers from some seeds. And what seeds, we went through the seeds we had last time, but just briefly, what do we got here?
Yeah, so we got a couple mild varieties. We got a Oaxacan heirloom variety, Chile de Agua. We got Antep Acidoma, which is the large spicy bell pepper from Turkey. We got the pumpkin bubblegum. That's a super hot. We got the big black mama. That's a chili pepper. And we also have chocolate ghost monster. Those three are super hots.
Super hots.
Yeah. For
now,
chili heads.
I assume you got these peppers from you make the seeds and sell the seeds, right?
I do. Yep, I sell them on my website.
So where did you originally get started with this, or get the seeds, and how do people get seeds? I mean, obviously they can buy some seeds from you at Ford's Fiery Food and Plants.
Yep.
But how do you get seeds? What's the seed market? If they want to get them from you, how do they get them? And also, tell me about buying seeds for peppers.
Well, you can contact me on Facebook or at fordsfieryfoodsandplants.com. And it's really important when you're planting your seeds, or you're at least planning to do so, get them from a reputable seed vendor. You definitely don't want to hop on eBay or one of those other sites and purchase a seed and purchase a ghost pepper seed and find out it's a bell pepper at the end of the season.
Well, these largely all look the same.
Yep.
I mean, do you look at these and see any difference?
Oh yeah.
So you kind of know.
Yeah, there's a definite difference between a super hot chinense versus an annuum seed.
What's the difference? I mean, just briefly, how do you know
the way that the peppers grow around the placenta of the inside the pepper? The chinense, the super hots usually they're not flat like the annuums, like the sweet peppers that you buy. Yep.
I got you. Because to me they look identical, but you get the feel for it after a time.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so I guess we just want to plant some of these up, right? Because we're going to put them down in the old garden there.
Yep.
So you go ahead. What do we do? How do we plant them up?
So this is what I do. I always try to plan ahead, make sure I have all the supplies that I need. So I got a tray. I think this is like a 72 cell tray, maybe. Or
and then I got the tray in the tray. Is this how you do it?
That's not how I do it. I do the tray in the tray. I just don't water from underneath.
Oh yeah, no, of course
from the top. You're gonna want some plant tags.
Okay.
And a plant marker.
This is my cool marker that's resistant to the UV light.
UV light and water.
So it doesn't disappear. Yep. Really? Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a bag of soil.
Protector for the gods, number 4.
Number 4.
That's our favorite. All right, well, let's do this.
Yep, let's do it. You want to dump it in there? Go ahead and just...
All right. This is going to make a mess here. Now, do you leave any room, or do you go right up to the top?
I go right up to the top. The soil's going to settle once you water a few times.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
Okay.
And spread it out nice and even. And if you're growing outdoors, you can start your seeds around February. Since you're growing indoors and we're really focusing on that, you can start them any time of the year.
Okay, so when you say growing outdoors, you're talking about starting indoors and then going to the outdoor. When did you say you need to do that?
For outdoor growing, you're going to want to start peppers around February or March.
Okay, okay, cool. Yep. So we got that. What do we do next?
So what I like to do is just give them a little bit of water. You can do it before or after, but let's go ahead and we'll just plant a few of these Antep Acidomas. You can either do a little hole about 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 of an inch, all the way down. Then you can just plop the seed right on in there, and so you just sow the seeds like that. Just plop them in. And these are the Antep Acidomas. You can sometimes do 1 or 2 seeds per, and cover it up. Give it a little water. So you're going to want to, each time you plant a variety, you're going to want to mark it with a tag.
Now let me ask. Go right ahead. Go ahead. Let me ask you this. So now, when we're growing celery, I'm just throwing these seeds everywhere. But obviously, these are very valuable seeds. What you're thinking with putting 2 in each hole?
Just in case one doesn't sprout, you have sort of a backup.
Okay.
Especially if you're looking for a certain amount of peppers you want to grow.
I got you. You're gonna fill your whole tree.
Yep.
So when you get these peppers, when you buy them from you or wherever, do you get 100 seeds? Do you get 5 seeds? I mean, how many is? What's the deal?
I usually sell between 10 to 20 seeds per packet. If you want to buy larger quantities, you can do that also. So,
but in theory, you're probably only going to grow 1 or 2 of any particular plant, right? So it doesn't make sense to get a ton of seeds of one. You probably want more varieties of different ones.
Yep.
Okay. Now let me ask you that: when you're growing multiple varieties, do they need different care? Do they not like being next to each other? Are there any issues with that?
I haven't found any issues myself. The milder varieties those are the short short grow season varieties. So you can harvest after seed. I think it's 10 weeks or so.
Okay.
From seed, you start harvesting peppers.
Nice.
So yep. So then we're gonna do. I think we can maybe do, if you would.
Yep.
Maybe give us a few holes there. We'll plant some chili de agua.
Now, is this one of the hot ones?
It's about jalapeno heat, maybe a little hotter. This is the Oaxacan heirloom variety.
Okay. Now let me ask you that. I was watching the internet, and there was a dude on there, you probably know him, that ate 2 Carolina Reaper peppers. You know that guy?
Oh yeah.
What's that guy?
Brad Bishop.
Bishop Brad.
Bishop Brad.
Okay. So now, I assume you grow some of that sort of stuff too with the super hot peppers?
I do. I grow probably about 30 hottest peppers in the world.
The hottest pepper in the world.
The hottest pepper in the world.
How does that work with the hottest pepper in the world? Who gets to decide?
That's kind of a it's kind of a tricky conversation.
Yeah.
A lot of the peppers are sent down to New Mexico State University at the Chili Pepper Institute, and they do the Scoville testing down there.
Okay, so they're like the authority that most people would recognize as the people that have the science of how hot a pepper is.
Yep.
I gotcha.
Yep.
So our tongues are probably a good. What I'm saying is, I guess that when you see I've had one of those pepperoncinis, and you're like, oh, that's kind of hot.
Yeah.
And then I had that one the other day where I put the thing on my tongue, and it was like, I kind of saw stars. So when you do these super hot, like the hottest pepper in the world, are you just gonna drop dead, or what happens when you eat that?
Now you normally get your body goes into shock. Some people get high; they experience an endorphin rush. Their head buzzes. Their eyes, nose water. Their ears ring. Sounds like a pleasurable experience.
Yeah, that just sounds great. It's like getting hit in the head.
Yep. And some people experience capsaicin cramps, and for whatever reason, they hit you between like 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Just while you're sleeping, it just attacks your gut, and you
worst possible time is what it's waiting for. It's like just sitting there going, yeah,
it's time.
So is it dangerous?
I don't think there's any risk related to it.
Okay. Obviously, there's risk with anything, but it's no one's that you know of.
It feels dangerous.
You think you're gonna die.
Yep. Some people
you never do.
Some people have. Some people have gone to the hospital because of it. I think it has to do with pre-existing health issues.
It could be.
Not necessarily that it caused any harm to you or your body.
Also, people are hypochondriacs.
Right.
I'll tell you, because the other day when I was doing that video with the Xeritol, I took the cap off, and a little while later I went like this, and I thought I was gonna die. Because just like it kind of was like on there, felt kind of funny, and I looked at the label, and it's like this. I'm like, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is like a trace amount. But then I went down and I actually washed my tongue with the soap, and then I started getting this weird feeling in my mouth. I think it was probably the soap. And so for like 10 minutes, I thought, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man. And then it passed, and I was like, no, Bob, you're not a dead man. You're a moron. So there may be people that think they're going to die, but go to the hospital, and they're just like, yeah, put them in a room, and that's what they do with me a lot. They're like, just put him in the room. He'll be okay in a minute.
Well, I've personally experienced, just eating some of the world's hottest peppers and just it's kind of a nightmare experience.
Is it your body telling you don't do that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a chemical called substance P that your body releases, and it's when your body's experiencing pain. You start producing a lot of adrenaline and endorphins. And
so it is kind of a high.
It is. It is a high. That's exactly what it is.
This is like road rage. I get that. I just like get that metal taste.
Yeah. A couple years back. A couple years back, I got a pepper from Brazil, and we ended up naming it the Brazilian ghost pepper. And I grew that out for a couple years, and I actually submitted it to the Chili Pepper Institute, the New Mexico State University.
Oh, really?
And it fell short of the record. It was tested at an average of 1.43 million.
That's a lot,
which was at the time, I think it was around the Carolina Reaper. It was a little short.
Just right there.
It was right there, man. I would love to get back in that race again, though.
So you can do that? Us regular guys can grow the world's hottest pepper?
You can sure try. I mean,
how does that work? Do you have to invent a brand new pepper, or is it about having a pepper and your pepper is the hottest when it measures the hottest?
You can create a pepper, or you can submit. I think just about any variety. Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't we just do that?
I mean, we could try. We could give it a shot.
You could actually do that. We could actually.
Well, I think we would have to start.
I'm excited.
We would have to start with picking a variety, growing it out, and then sending for some tests.
Okay.
Just to check the levels to see how hot it is, how hot it used to be, and then test it again.
Why don't we just saddle up and do it?
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Let's do it. Deal.
Dog. We got to go do the pepper. That's the show. That's the show. We're done.
We got work to do.
World's hottest pepper. For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, OCGFAM.com. The OCGFAM show is pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCGFAM show. See you tomorrow.